6:10 p.m. on this Saturday the 14th, June 14th, 2025. This is where we will begin this day. And there's a reason and purpose for everything, such as beginning with an ending. This is the ending to this day's recordings. And I will give a quick explanation as to why. If you are familiar with my channel and the history of recordings, then you will know that Friday the 13th is generally a good day for me. Whereas, like the proverbial ostrich that sticks its head in the sand, I typically do the same on Saturday the 14th, as it tends to be well, let's just say bad luck day. Now, you will see following this recording this day's events as they played out, and with a little bit of a recording from yesterday just tossed in the mix. And I'm not even going to explain that. Now, earlier today, and this needs explanation, as earlier today I walked into town and I made a recording during that little period of time as I was walking and doing, of course, my talking. 4 minutes and 34 seconds in duration of time. You'll come across that soon enough, because once again, but will you see that recording? Or will you see a variation of that recording? Once again, we are talking about a very superstitious Saturday the 14th. And of course, there's very good reasons for this to play out. And it happened every Friday the 13th and Saturday the 14th. Good day, bad day. Okay? A lot of sounds in the background. Yeah. But once again, whether you watch or not, I really don't care. Oh yes, I'm just reiterating statements that I made earlier today, okay? Oh, you're going to hear and see quite a little bit of opinionated recordings. Good old Saturday the 14th. Yeah, it's understandable, why they made a parody, a comedy horror movie, to follow up, the scary series of Friday the 13th. They had to come out with a parody over Saturday the 14th, huh? Well, You know, it really, and I said this previously, it really sucks when superstitions over Saturday the 14th becomes reality. And this is my Saturday the 14th, June 14th, 2025. Yeah, I might have screwed that up earlier, who knows? Because after all, it's one of those damn days. Well, watch if you want. I don't care. 6:50 a.m. this Saturday morning, June 14th, 2025. Oh, that's my microwave going off. That's my coffee. For no apparent reasons whatsoever, we have no hot water. Again. You know, I don't know what's more pathetic. This apartment complex or this platform. Well, I guess we keep it running until it gets hot. Oh, those big, beautiful bills. 8:20 a.m. this Saturday morning, June 14th, 2025. Come on, guys. Chill out, will you? Huh? Hi. Hi, guys. Hi, Spirit. Hi, buddy. Come on, guys. Let's chill. Yep. Sibling rivalry. Hey. Hey. Enough. Enough. Come on, guys. Chill out. Alright. We'll finish up now that you guys are chilling out. I'll tell you what. When I cook for these guys, man, they really dig on it. Yeah, this is just gonna be what do we got here? Greystoke. Hey, kitten. Speaking of kittens, I'm not seeing my little babies. Alright. It's Greystoke, I'm coming through. Okay. Oh, you're looking a little thinner. Alright, so we're supposed to be having once again a little flip side. It's alright, Greystoke. A little bit of flip side to our reality here. Okay, so once again, we have a lovely morning of nothing but milk, which is supposedly to go from cloudiness to sunniness as we progress through this day. Well, we'll see what their predictions will hold for us as we continue with this day. which really has not started off too well for me, or apparently the cats. We got birds up here at the peak, blurred out of course. Yeah, feeding the young ones, in which, yeah, I've got a nice nest with, with a lot of chicks that I get to listen to all day long. Cheep, 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 cheep. Especially when mama or daddy bird flies in. And I can actually watch them feeding the chicks through my shower stall, because this hole goes right through to my shower. Of course, not into my shower. Still have the shower stall itself that, you know, that's a divider between me, the adult birds, and the chicks, and the nests. Of course, going up to the top, we also have, you know, that many more scampering around in the attic. So, yeah, and of course, well, I have not brought this out either, but as far as other situations where I reside, you know, when your rent check is not deposited in a timely manner, especially when it goes beyond legal limitations. How many more issues can I bring up about this place? You know, you can see here, yeah, it's been hanging down over the lawn since our so-called tornado. You know, lawn maintenance, they don't come around and pick up the sticks. No, they just mow over them, and which a lot of debris comes flying up and hits the outer walls of the complex. And, you know, this is evident right here, right above this bush with that dent right there. That's a lot of force, because these guys are too lazy to pick up debris on the lawn, and therefore their lawn equipment catches it and pitches it. And right there is the evidence. Yeah. Well, and of course we also had an incident, you know, to where apparently our garbage had not been picked up for 2 weeks. And how many times have I reported on the factor of loss of hot water here? I mean, we had issues for months to where we were only getting a lukewarm water, if that. And once again, no hot water. And you add that to the factor of a loss of $200 worth of frozen foods because of a storm, which was classified as a tornado, which I, once again, do not agree with, nor do I believe, because of my evidences. You know, it comes to a point in time to where it's just not, I mean, regardless of, I gotta say it, my rent's cheap, but is it really worth it? I mean, after all, you see these holes here. When it gets raining, where do you think all that moisture goes? These have been holes that's been here for 3 years. Water that runs into the walls and runs down in between the walls eventually becomes mold, black mold. Yep. And so what, what do they want to address as far as health here? Oh, not the black mold or possibilities thereof. No, smoking. Oh yeah, just before we get hit by days on end of wildfire smoke. Yeah. And our smoke detectors, these new ones that they forced on us, these talking smoke detectors, what kind of smoke do they pick up? Well, I can tell you one thing right now. It's not cigarette smoke. It's not pot smoke. No. It's whenever you try to cook something, or if you have hot water, if you take a hot shower and too much steam rolls out of the bathroom, will set off these smoke detectors. But cigarette smoke? Nope. Not at all. Yeah. And when it comes right down to it, it's all about tax credits through beautification projects and not really any concerns for our health nor well-being. This place is really pathetic. Very poorly managed, I should say. But we're going to go ahead and end it. I'm done with feeding the cats. This guy here, he just wants my attention. He doesn't, I don't know where his food source is coming from anymore, but he just does not seem all that interested in eating when I bring out food. He just comes up to visitate. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and wander back up here real quick. What's the matter, Screamer? Huh? Yeah, I know you're wanting to get a little closer with me, aren't you? Huh? Alright, and see, the big bowl is always a favorite. Everybody's, all this food out here, and yet they want to eat out of this big bowl just because it makes them feel special. All in all, these guys are just hanging around. And I gotta say, it really feels like it wants to start in raining too. I don't know if they're calling for any of that, but yeah, see. All right, buddy. I don't. Okay, that's it. All right, guys. There's just too much of attitude. I'm starting to cop an attitude beyond the attitude that I already had to deal with this morning over, once again, a loss of hot water to this pathetic place. But that's all right. I'm gonna go have myself an attitude adjustment and continue on with my day, regardless of how it goes. Because you know why? I don't let shit get to me anymore. Because I just don't care. It's just like these guys here. I'm getting to the point to where, I am going to have to stop caring. Because it's holding me back from getting the hell away from this place. On the nuances and irritations and, yeah. And of course, the irritations that have come about because of my caregiving to these cats. And these idiots that want to trap them, molest them, terrorize them through their humane efforts of neutering, spading, whatever you want to call it. I do not agree with it because they would not want it done to them.
But they still continue on with their stupid nonsense. Go ahead, waste your money because, you know, by the time you get your little accomplishment done, will lead to the death of all these cats because I won't be here to feed them no more. It's on your hands. The deaths of these cats will be on those that have trapped them and terrorized them, molested them and mutilated them. Sick, sick individuals. And they call themselves humans. Well, there's no human to their humanitarian efforts. It's inhumane, disgusting, sickening. And once again, you know, I'm being forced into getting the hell out of Dodge. My caregiving efforts will be finalized. These woods will have an overpowering stench of death through starvation, yep. And I can't let these cats hold me back from my future. And I cannot let pathetic rules, policies, you know, illegally forced onto us through coercements. Yeah. There's a lot of friction in the air today. Bring it on. Because I just don't care. That's how this tree of life here operates anymore. I'm out for myself. Screw everyone else. And I'll keep exposing in my own little ways. Yeah, screw it. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of recording here. See, we actually got some food products that are back. Eggs are going really quick. I bought a couple yesterday, but you know what category this falls under? The same category as what I was talking about earlier pertaining to the apartment complex. It's all about management. Right? A lack of common sense. of those in those power positions of control, right? When you have workers that are displeased and disgruntled with those authority figures, things just don't get done. But in my case, I get things done, right? Yeah, current time is 10:30. I walked in, walked around, you seen what I recorded, and yeah, I guess it was just a day to get out and take in a little bit of exercise, right? Because I am walking back empty-handed, other than what I had in my hands walking down here, aka my recording device. Which basically, you know, to be completely honest, that's the only thing this phone is good for anymore. Basically, it's just a recording device, enabling me to expose everything that I am so displeased with within today's realities, right? Look at these nifty, neat lines up in here. Yeah, of course, you know, once again, yeah. Oh, do people slow down because of that? No. They slow down when they see a guy with his phone out recording this guy, and then they slow down. What the hell is he recording? Yeah. Oh, hey, we got us an egg flag out here once again, but it's not the same. Much smaller flag. So they must not have a whole lot of eggs in stock right now. Yeah. Oh, wow. Kind of all of a sudden died around here. Yeah, it's a dying place anyways. I've watched this village deteriorate over the years. Just something fierce. Yeah. And of course, you know, it's because of those that think they have so much power and control over others. And this is what happens. You know, people get fed up and they just don't care anymore. And I mean, even I could, I mean, when it comes down to, okay, when the village is supposed to be cleaning out gutters, okay, yeah, yeah, just poor work ethics all around, and this goes from the bottom of the ladder all the way up, you know. And I'm talking all the way to the top because, well, somebody else is pretty fed up, and well, they're going overboard with trying to expose this and that and everything else too, huh? Another Gemini. And I gotta say, I will be so happy when this month of Gemini is finally finished. What, 7 more days or something like that? 8 days? We can get out of this Geminian month. Oh. Oh yeah. No smoking. Anti-smoking. Yeah. Well, I guess it's enough is enough. We're back. We'll go ahead and end it.
1:20 p.m. this Saturday afternoon, June 14th, 2025. Just utterly amazing. Yeah. Enough of this stupid day. 3:15 p.m. this Saturday afternoon. Don't know if we're still getting any coloration to this or not. Probably not. I'm not even going to waste my time. So this is where we're at. Five 15 p.m. Still I'm a few minutes off, but then so's my microwave clock. It's gonna be a long weekend. Yeah. Superstitions of Saturday the 14th. Eventually become reality. But then again, it's been that way for me every Saturday the 14th.